Eagles Nation, stand up, and welcome to Bird's Eye View from one fan to another. I'm your host and fellow fan, Clay Rowland. Let's get it popping. So we had a game last night. Our beloved Eagles hosted the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know we lost 31-14. But preseason is the only time I care less what the score is. Because preseason football is all about evaluating talent and establishing depth. See, in this league, depth is everything. Because you never know when the starter's going to go down. And that backup's going to have to come in. But he has to be serviceable and capable. That's important. Case in point. Last season, C-Dub, our quarterback, goes down. Nick Foles comes in, finishes the season, has one hell of a playoff run, capped up by a Super Bowl victory. There's now 31 other teams that could have done what we did last year, people. Let me say that again. There's now 31 other teams could have done what we did last year, people. Let's go to the other side of the spectrum. Aaron Rodgers, arguably the best quarterback in the league. Green Bay Packers were picked to have a deep playoff run. Some picked him even to be in the Super Bowl. But Aaron goes down. His backup, Brett Hundley, comes in, not serviceable or capable. Under his leadership, team goes south, they don't even make the playoffs. That's why depth is so important. I talk to some fans and what they tell me, I don't watch preseason games. I don't get into preseason. It's boring. Yeah, see, I don't look at it that way. I want to know who's backing up my starter. Because my starter goes down, I want to be comfortable by who's coming in. I want to be knowledgeable enough to know and say, this guy is capable of playing. Like I knew last year, Corey Clement was ready to play. I saw the preseason. I knew who this kid was. And he was ready to play. And in the Super Bowl, on the biggest stage, he shined. Undrafted free agent. So it's important to know who your backups are. And preseason does that. Okay, let's talk about last night. Okay, first we're going to start on the offensive side of the ball. Okay? I've seen some good things and I've seen some not so good things. Nate Sudfeld threw 2 picks. Bad throws. But usually bad throws start with bad decisions. Yeah, two defenders on the side of the receiver, a safety over top. He decided to throw the ball. The right decision would have been to throw the ball away or throw it to a check down. But he throws the ball, gets a pick. Everybody throws picks. But he didn't go into a shell. He kept playing and he kept firing. Eventually hit Sheldon Gibson for a long pass and he kept firing. That's key because in this league, quarterbacks won't throw interceptions. Quarterbacks won't throw pick sixes. Whether you go into a shell or you pick yourself up and keep firing because your team needs you. So it's good to see that. Because let's be honest, it's a possibility that Nick Foles won't be an Eagle next year. It's a possibility. So that means Nate Sudfeld will be Carson Wentz's backup. And we've got to make sure he's serviceable or capable. That's important. So we'll see what happens with Nate. He'll hold the clipboard most of the year or just be on a practice squad. But, I've seen good things from Nate. Some mistakes, but I've seen good things. Okay, let's talk about tight end. Dallas got it. I told you last episode, this kid's a beast. I saw this kid run crisp routes. Even caught a touchdown pass. From Nate Sudfeld. So, with a double tight end offense that Doug Peterson and Mike Groh like to run, this is gonna be very nice to see. These two tandem. And throw a little bit of Richard Rodgers in there. I think we're pretty set at the tight end position. The running backs, I thought Jay Ajayi the pop was there. The pop was there. Telling you. Remember, it's not speed to the hole, it's speed through the hole. And he was through the hole. Pop. Corey Clement ran the ball well. I think we're pretty set at the running back position. Add a little Darren Sproles in there. What? He's a mismatch nightmare. So we didn't get a lot of offense, a lot of offense stars didn't play last night, which is okay. I don't need to see everybody. I need to see Dub and Super Bowl MVP were going to play anyway, so that's okay. I see some good things, Offensive line, they did okay, even though all the starters didn't play. It's okay. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, this is where I said, wow. I think it was like the first, second play of the game, Fletcher Cox gets a sack. But it wasn't so much a sack, it was the push. It was the push, not just by Fletcher, but the defensive line. What a push. I think this crew, this starting defensive unit of the Eagles is going to be dominant. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. This might be number one, number two defense in the NFL this year. They're hungry. They want to eat. I saw Malcolm Jenkins on the safety blitz, and the push up front was there. When you get that push, blitzes are a lot easier when you get that push up front. And it was there. So I was very happy on the defensive side of the ball. So for the most part, I give it a C. Mostly because most of the offensive stars didn't play, and we were playing with mostly backups, in the beginning. I'm talking about, So I didn't really get to see that. I saw the defense starters, and they played well. And speaking about defense, our defense is pretty well set. Only position that hasn't solidified is probably that will linebacker position left open by Michael Kendricks. So it's Nate Gary and Canu. They're going to battle for that will linebacker's position. It's going to be interesting to watch. So keep an eye on that one. See who gets that. So I was relatively pleased last night. I wasn't overjoyed. I got a phone call from Eagle fans. They're worried. I said, wait a minute. First of all, half our stars didn't play. Second of all, it's preseason. Calm down, relax. Come on, man. We Super Bowl champs. We can't let people know we get frazzled. So here we go. So next week, what we have? We got we're going to Foxborough, New England Patriots. Now, some of the networks would like to say, we're a Super Bowl rematch. Not. You can't have a Super Bowl rematch if the prize ain't the same. The prize has to be the same to be a Super Bowl rematch. The prize isn't the same. Now, if they happen to make it to the Super Bowl again, like we'll be there. But if they happen to make it there, then it's a Super Bowl rematch because the prize is the same. So we're going to Foxborough next week. The game's at 7:30 Thursday, the 16th, August 16th, Thursday, August 16th, 7:30 p.m. at Eastern Standard. So check it out. Bill Belichick, he's one of the best, let me say. He's one of the best coaches I've ever seen. So he put little wrinkles in there, see what he's going to do, But I'm looking forward to that, and I'm still looking forward to it because they still own the Patriots. The hated Patriots. So anyway, I'm watching the game last night. Now check this out. I'm watching the game last night. So I'm watching with some Pittsburgh fans, some Steelers fans, So, and we're watching the team because I'm anime. When I watch a game, I'm anime, I'm into it. I'm cheering, I'm everything, because I'm EAGLES all day. Feel me? So Pittsburgh fan says to me, this was said, we got 6 rings. We got 6 rings. I said, cool. We got 1 ring, but it starts with 1 ring. I said, you got 6 rings, but it started with 1 ring. To have 2 rings, you got to have 1. To have 3 rings, you hadn't had 2. I said, we're going to get on. It's our time. It's our era. It's our time. We're about to establish this dynasty. From 2017 to 2025, don't be surprised if we get 3, 4 Super Bowl victories out of this. We're going to be set up, people. I smell dynasty. I'm tired of people saying, it's about time. If you think it's about time, how do you think I feel? People ask me all the time, oh, Clay, when did you become a Eagle fan? I said, December 4th, 1964. They do the math. That's 53 years. I said, I was born an Eagle fan. It's in my blood. That's what I am. It's EAGLES all day. I don't play with this. I'm serious with mine. So So I'm looking for a great 2018 season. I'm looking forward to being in the Super Bowl again. I'm looking forward to bringing home the second Lombardi trophy. That's what I'm looking at. That's my goal. Period. And I know it's hard to repeat. The last year repeat with an 04-05 Patriots, I think. Something like that. So I know it's hard to repeat. Got a target on your back. You get everybody's A game. Team's getting better. So I understand all that. I understand how it works. I'm not naive to it. But I think we're built. Dynasty built. EAGLES all day. It's a long time coming, Eagle fan. If you're a real Eagle fan, you know what time it is. So remember, next week, it's Thursday, August 16th, 7:30 p.m. in Foxborough. All right? So I need you to talk to me, tell me how you feel, what you feel about everything. If I said something that you didn't agree with, or I made some kind of mistake, hit me at Me and My Eagles. That's my Twitter. Me and My Eagles. Hit me up. I want to interact with you. Because not only do I love my Eagles, I love my Eagle fans, my fellow fans. Knowledgeable. Because we're going to do this all year long. This ain't no joke. It's real. I live this. Eat, drink, live, sleep, whatever. This all EAGLES all day. I don't play with this. All right? So we can talk football, whatever. Talk football, talk player personnel, whatever you want to talk about. Coaching staff, whatever you want to talk about. Hit me at me and My Eagles. Hit me on my Twitter. Me and My Eagles. All right? So everybody, have a great week. Get ready for a great preseason game. Great preseason game. No such thing. My bad. Anyway, get ready for a preseason game and evaluate the talent. Look at the preseason game. Know your players. All right? So everybody have a great evening, great week, and I'll see you next time. And remember, it's EAGLES all day. I'm out.